Welcome to the Global Filipino magazine where we feature successful stories, inspiring stories of our kabayan here in the United Arab Emirates, specifically here in Abu Dhabi. Tonight, we are lucky to have one of the seasoned doctors dito po sa Abu Dhabi. Isa sa mga pinagkakatiwala ang mga doktora. We have Dr. Ruth Fermalino.
Thank you so much, Sir Joel, for having me
Our pleasure
in the
po.
Filipino magazine.
Yes, maraming salamat po for joining us. Alam ko po na napaka-busy ng schedule.
It's my pleasure.
Hectic. I was trying to schedule this interview for almost a month.
Yeah.
Pero Doktora, maraming salamat po. Doktora, basically, would like to know your stories. Marami na po tayong chances and opportunities to talk about this. Alam ko po na kayo mismo ay makaka-inspire ng mga ka-global natin dito sa UAE. Doktora, can you tell us, how did you become a doctor? Was it a passion na-impose ng family? Share it to us po.
Well, actually, my story is unique in itself. Kasi my aunt used to tell me that I will not ride mga other cars except it's colored white. So basically, when I was small, I really knew I would be a doctor, although there's no doctor in the immediate family except for a cousin. And ayun, that passion grew up in me, and I decided, even though na when I was in grade 3, unfortunately, my father was taken away from us.
Yes.
If you remember, before there was an incident of the Don Juan sea tragedy, that was still in the time of Marcos, and my father is one of the victims there. And so my mother was widowed while she's still carrying the 7th child in the family. So I was 9 years old, grade 10, and I still didn't give up that passion. It's really a miracle, and probably God really led me into this profession. And kasi even when I was small, I was already asking God to give me healing hands. So healing hands naman, hindi naman siya, it will come that you're a doctor and you can definitely heal people. But I feel that this is a gift from God.
Yes.
And He made this possible. So wala kaming money. My mother is not working at the time kasi she's a housewife, but she's a teacher. And I was a scholar from high school to college until I finished university at West Visayas State University. Scholarship lahat yun from the government. I think our government really, it helped me a lot to reach this.
So you could say po, Doktora, na talagang being, you were a bright student back then.
It's a gift. I believe it's a gift.
Yes. Yun na yung sa family, you were the one na, nag-isa lang po kayo na nasa medical field, tama po?
Yes. We are 7 children, and I'm the second in the family. So 2 sisters and 5 brothers.
How was it? Parang namin yung pang younger siblings.
Yes. So ang culture natin sa Philippines is okay, mag-aral kayo, and then kayo naman ang tumulong sa inyong mga brother. And we basically grew up in that sentiments na we are helping one another.
Yes. So up until now, so may mga, ibig sabihin, you help your siblings, tinulungan
Yes.
sila. How are they na po? Are they successful in their own field?
Settled, thank God. I can say that all of us are professionals in our own field.
That's true.
Yes.
Shout out niyo po yung mga
Yes,
kapatid niyo.
totoo yun. So, thank God that we are here.
In
and
order po, Doktora. Sige nga po.
my ate now is working in the government in the Philippines. My brother is here with me in Amiri.
Yes.
And I have a brother in Singapore.
Yes.
And we have also a brother who's a chemical engineer. And I have a nurse na ako din ang nagpaaral noon. Kahit ang asawa ng maaga. Ako, and then and I have also a sister-in-law na pinaaral ko rin. And then ang youngest namin is a computer engineer as well.
Yes po. So matulungin po talaga si Doktora. Doktora, please enlighten me. How long have you been in service?
So actually, I came here in the end of 2004 to beginning of 2005. And that was, I think, the time that the Sheikh Zayed died. And I witnessed the people how they loved our president before, and I really marveled. Actually, it's my first time to work outside. Kasi,
Other than the Philippines?
yes, at the time I was going out, it was really, alam mo yung time talaga ng nursing profession. People are going out, even doctors are studying nursing. And then I thought to myself, maybe I should try as a medical doctor in other countries. Ang scenario is that I was practicing I'm actually a pediatrician back in the Philippines. And then, meron nagpa-consult na tatay sa aking clinic. And after consultation, sabi niya, okay, doctor, thank you for helping us. Now I have the prescription.
Mm-hmm.
I can now go out and buy the medicine. Only I have no more money. Kasi he has to pay me. So sabi ko, okay, yung pera na binigay niya sa akin, I have to give back.
Mm-hmm.
And then sabi ko, my children are still like very small. Sabi ko, paano mapaaral ng medicine din yung anak ko? Eh, ganito yung heart ko. Kung wala pang bili ang aking pasyente, I will return also their PF. Wala rin akong pera. Eh, sa renta ko. And so that made me to decide, okay, I'll try abroad. And thank God, when I came here, I took an exam again kasi you cannot practice in Abu Dhabi without an exam. So at the time...
I think it's hard, no?
Yes, it was under the Ministry of Health. We have to pass first the written exam, and then after that we have to pass the verbal or the oral exam. So 2 exams we have to pass, not just the written.
And you're very lucky to be one of the Filipino doctors.
Yes, true.
May association na po ba tayo dito mga doctors dito sa UAE?
It's not actually a formal association, but we have a WhatsApp group. So if there are activities, we have gathering.
Ma-update po sana sa
And we're also helping one another.
That's a really nice point. So that's a total of like almost 2 decades, tama po? 16 years?
16 years, yeah. Almost there. How I wish. Yes. Ang ganda, kasi when I came here, diba sabi ba I'm a pediatrician, but sabi ko, I think if I will focus on the children, hindi ko ma-reach yung mga adult population. And I saw that the Filipinos really want to have a consultation sa Filipino din. So sabi ko, I think it's better to get a general practitioner exam. So that's where I am now.
So lahat nakikater nyo na all ages. Tama po. How is it different working back in the Philippines and dito po, if you would compare your practice?
Yes. Actually, I felt a little guilty when I left the Philippines, as this brain drain of the yes, of those who are professionals, gifted. But when I arrived in the UAE, especially in Abu Dhabi, I saw that there are so many Filipinos that I said, oh, this is my chance to also serve my kababayan here. So nakaka-ease din ang feeling yun. But, of course, there's a big difference monetary-wise.
Yes.
my 1 month salary here is like probably more than my 1 year of salary in the Philippines.
No,
Yes.
But you were able to, sabi niyo nga po, give back sa mga community dito at the same time, tulungan yung
True.
younger siblings.
Yes, that happened to me when, like, for example, in my first practice here, I worked in a medical center, Al Ghazali Medical Center, for 5 years. And after that, I was given the chance to manage the Emirates Filipino Medical Center there in City Seasons Hotel for another 5 years. And there, talagang nagawa kong gusto ko kasi being a medical director, nakakapaglayas ako sa ating embassy, sa OWA.
Yes.
Talagang nakakamake kami ng programs sa ating mga wards. Nagkagawa kami ng health lectures, may free massage kasi they're tired naman and they're abused. We do also counseling. And we also layas with them during activities like ang ating Independence Day.
Correct.
So may booth kami doon, nagbibigay kami ng free medical check-up and all.
Yes.
We also give goods, goods sa mga ward natin especially.
That's really nice po. No? So apart from that, what are the other affiliations that you had? Yung sa length of your service, yes. Ano po ba yung
mga extracurricular? I'm always active in the community. Kasi I'm an Adventist. So talaga kami sa mga kawang-gawa. So lahat yun, pag may mga sakuna, we are first hand. Talagang nag-chip in, nag-send ng mga donations. Ganun. At alam mo, there was even a time, I think an earthquake somewhere in Southern America. Nag-sended kami, nag-share kami through the international community ng help doon sa napakalaking earthquake na yun. And then sa mga flood victims, mga famine, talagang walang limit. As God gives you the grace, ito yung give back namin. I think that should be the aim of everyone kasi I believe that we should be a channel of blessing to others. Kasi alam mo yun, pag like river, pag tuloy-tuloy siyang nagpo-flow, maganda siya kung hindi nabablock along the way. Hindi siya stop sa'yo. Ika nga, the essence of giving does not stop from you, but it should be a channel only of God's grace.
It's really beautiful to say po, Doctora. Doctora, what do you still want to achieve? Like,
so many things. Like, as you see, I'm Ilonggo also. So we have the Kami group ng mga Ilonggo, kapisanan ng mga Ilonggo. I'm very active in it. And of course, there's the election. And I'm practically...
I forgot to ask. Yes, please tell me the titles that you have right now because I believe meron din po kayo mga group and affiliation and you're like on the top position.
True.
Please,
Presently, I'm the president of the PFP
which is
party, Partido Federal ng Pilipinas, and nag-promote din sa ating next president, BBM, and Vice President Inday Sara.
Yes.
And very, very active here. And actually, ayun, sa mga campaign, and supposedly we should have medical mission sana, but dahil napakalapit na talaga ng election. So what we want to give na lang to the community, even after the election, we have actually started to raise funds for a foundation. This is a global international foundation na ito yung magkakaroon ng 24-hour hotline. So we will have an action center here in Abu Dhabi and it will cater to all OFWs worldwide. Talagang God makes a way na okay, whatever happens in the election, this will stand. This will stand. So, pag may problem, kasi hindi naman makalabas ang mga embassy people natin to help our kababayan in need, di ba? But our action center can.
Kawang gawa ka rin talaga.
This is one of our advocates.
Ang dami niyo pong advocacy and affiliations po. Napakaganda po na nagbabalik din po kayo. Now let's talk about like on a personal side po. No? How are you as a parent? Because you're not just a parent, you're not just a mother. You're also a wife. At the same time, you're a career woman.
You know, I'm married. Yes, I am.
I'm sorry, Doctora, please. Tell us about the family.
Actually, it was funny because I was a second-year medical student when I got married. Kasi being a medical student, nakita ko na, ay, ang hirap pala mag-asawa ng doktor. Parang your standard becomes higher. So I decided na, okay, gusto ko rin naman magka-family, so I might as well start it early. So when I graduated, actually I'm a double MD. So I am a medical doctor and I'm a marriage degree.
Marriage degree.
That's my trophy pa. I have a baby already when I graduated. Yes. So napakasaya din. And then of course, I'm a very hands-on parent. You know, kami, di ba, pag mag-training kami.
How many kids?
I have 3 kids.
3.
And my eldest is a female and then 2 boys.
How are they now po?
And my eldest is actually studying also medicine. My second child, they're already in the universities. And
Also in the field? Same field?
yeah, business second. And then the youngest is also into pre-med.
Now we can say that you're not the only doctor
Yes,
in the
true.
How was you as a mother?
And very hands-on. So I can tell you actually like after duty hours, kami diba sa training namin, we are doing 24 hours duty.
Yes.
But for me, I will not sleep until the children are sleeping. When I go home from work or duty, titingnan ko talaga and then I will take care of all their needs. Walang yaya makalapit sa kanila. I should be the only one who should handle them.
Yes.
And then when they have slept already, doon lang ako matutulog. So like, 24, 36 hours, okay lang yun sa akin.
Hands-on po, Doctora.
Yeah,
That's
yes.
how hands-on you are.
Yeah.
Kayo din po, ba nag-impose, nag-influence po ba kayo sa mga career path ng inyong anak?
Yes. Actually, I'm very surprised kasi I didn't tell them on what course kasi I want them to be independent. Their father is a civil engineer.
Yes.
And then, but while they're growing up, talagang sinabi nila they want to be a doctor like me.
Nakita din po siguro nila how compassionate you are. Wala po kayong anak dito sa UAE?
Now they're in the Philippines. They grew up basically here in the UAE. Talagang medyo mahal lang yung expenses kasi kung nag-work kasi sa private sector, talagang all out din, education, bahay, syempre yung needs nila as children, recreation. Eh talaga kahit malaki ang sahod mo, if you want to have family here, is talagang you have to
Spend.
You have to sacrifice.
Correct. As a mother, And how long distance parenting po yun eh? Paano po ngayon ang parenting nyo? How do you communicate with your kids?
We usually do Zoom every afternoon. I have to do that.
Sure.
Kasi worship is very important na siya maging center ng family mo.
As a parent po ba, may married na po ba kayo? Wala pa na? Wala pa po kayong married na anak?
Wala pa na.
Mga bata?
Not yet.
Oh, your kids po!
My eldest is 27, the second is 21, and the youngest is 22.
What is the struggle right now being like desired, young adults na po as a parent na nakaharap your like
Yes.
tagal niyo po, doktora, na ang layo sa mga anak mo.
Yeah, during the COVID season, they were not able to come here. I was not able to go home. That's the only time. But they grew up here basically. Kasi nag-work din naman ako dati sa Ruiz Hospital sa Anok. So, may bahay kami, may free schooling sila. Yes. Dito talaga sila nag-aral mula sa Multimedia hanggang nag-high school sila. Only when they were college. Napaka-importante kasi na i-spend more time with family. Kasi when they're growing up, mag-aasawa din naman yun. So, they will have their own path naman sa life.
Yes. Ito pa, doktora. If you are not being a doctor, what are your hobbies? Can we see? Kasi ang dami yung side hustle. Yes.
I love going to beaches. Kaya nakakamiss. Kaya sa mga warm weather, okay lang ako. Masaya ito kasi the sun always make me
Recent
smile.
travels, please talk about your recent
Yeah.
travels. I understand.
Yes, last December, for the first time I went out of the country, I went to Seychelles, beach pa more.
Yes.
Talagang doon na.
Why that country po?
Because
Given
it
na
feels
dami
like-
natin, ma'am, sa Philippines, sa dami nating mga
Yeah, I
beaches.
cannot go home pa kasi sa Philippines at the time. Dami pang restrictions. And then Seychelles feels like the Philippines kasi ang ganda ng scenes, maraming beaches, it's warm, the people there are very warm as well.
Parang ano din yun, no? How long was it? Please indulge. I
Yeah.
believe you
One
were
week.
doing your own vlogging.
Yes! That's my another career path.
Sure.
Actually, I'm inspired because in this late part of my career na marami kong stories na nahihear sa mga patients ko. And I said, maybe I should document this. So I started telling stories about our kabayans. You don't need to be famous. Even an ordinary person, I would like to tell your story. That's why I labeled it OFW Stories, Moment of Truth.
Yes.
You can
Vlog it
actually,
po. You can like share.
yes, you can actually search my name, Ruth Fermalino, in YouTube. And then most of my vlogs have the hashtag Moment of Truth.
Sure. I believe, let's plug a little bit. We are right now sponsored our beautiful
Yes.
scenario at the moment.
Yes.
I sponsored by Sprinkles and Icing. Shout out po kay Miss Natalie.
Yes, thank you, my friend Natalie, for
Yes.
indulging us. This is Sprinkles and Icing.
Icing, yes.
Now it's Ramadan season.
That's
Thank
true.
you
Located
for-
in the Defense Road, Abu Dhabi, UAE, near Social Care and Minors Affairs Foundation. That's their location. So
Yes.
thank you so much po, Miss Natalie, for joining us at the same time. Si Chef Hershon.
Carson.
Yes. Chef Hershon would like to
Come
give you
on, Chef.
yes, a shout out po.
Sa inyong delicious chocolate.
Yes. Salamat po sa...
Napaka-sarap po ng inyong chocolate cake and
Yes, thank you
pistachio.
po.
Ang sarap.
Maraming
So, ayan.
salamat po for
Dito na
being
po
our
kayo.
sponsor po. Going back po, thank you po,
Thank
Chef
you,
Ross.
Chef.
Going back, Doktora, dun sa struggles, yeah, struggles that you faced, like, sa dami na pagdaanan, what would you, like, what have you experienced for 16 years of being here in the UAE?
Outside of our
Yes,
country.
sure.
Well, actually, initially is the loneliness. No? Kasi being few lang ng mga Filipino doctors, when I go for seminars, events, parang ako lang mag-isa, wala ko nakikita. Kahit sure ko. Or kasi some of the doctors, they don't attend. But you know what, this country really feels like second home. Ito UAE. Thank you so much, UAE, especially in Abu Dhabi. Feels like just Bacolod City. Napaka-warm ng mga tao. And kahit initially mag-lonely ako sa mga conference, ang mga kasama ko ng mga doctors, they help also make you feel at ease. Although they don't speak your language, but at least na nakaka-comfort ka nila sa ganoon. And of course, ang probably not everybody will be as fortunate as me. Kasi alam ko ang mga struggles ng ating mga OFWs, yun talagang mahiwalay sa kanilang family.
True.
And not everybody can afford talaga to bring their family here. But if you can really make the sacrifice, please do bring your family. Kasi mahirap. Marami ako nakikitang family na nagkakahiwalay-hiwalay because of separation.
Distance.
So like it's like money versus
Correct.
You
Speaking
know?
of that, Doctor, I understand, although we don't want to go to the further details, but I understand that there were like a venture that you had and then it did flourish. How did you face that kind of situation, forgiveness, and at the same time moving forward?
Well, actually, di ba, syempre, if you are abroad, you want to start some business, parang backup mo, when you retire, you have to prepare for it. And unfortunately, may mga friendship din tayo na nalapitan, and it happened to most Filipinos din na nagtatry ng business. Ang aming pera hindi na nabalik sa amin. So, parang, hindi naman yung nabiglaan lang na kinuha mo sa wallet mo. Siyempre, we made loans also.
Yes.
Para
Hard-earned
hard-earned
money,
money, and we're paying for that even until now. But yung trust, napaka-importante kasi sa friendship or sa mga business ventures, ang trust ay huwag mong i-break talaga. And don't exchange money for friendship. Huwag na huwag yung i-break yan. Kasi it's temporary. The grace always comes from God. And then, itong forgiveness, it will not always come easy. So you have to pray for it.
Yes.
And I believe na kung anong ginawa mo talaga sa buhay mo, it will always come back.
That's a really good point po.
Yes.
A few more questions, Doctora. What could be your legacy? I mean, how do you want for people to remember you?
Yes. Of course, being a doctor, I have seen our need, not just in the Philippines but also outside the country. Marami din tayong mga kababayan na wala silang, yung makalapit man lang sa mga facility ng medicine or makabigyan ng free service. So talagang isang prayer ko na magkaroon tayo ng sarili na nating Filipino hospital for OFWs here. And I'm working towards it. And I'm praying na sana after the presidential election, this will happen.
Yes. You'd be able to
Yes.
reach further, mas marami kayong matulungan na support that has
Alam mo
government
na,
support.
if they don't have insurance, they know that they have a center to go to na hindi sila sisingilin ng mahal at mabigyan sila ng tamang serbisyo. And also, that's an avenue na mapakita din natin sa mga taga rito at ibang mga lahi na iba yung culture ng Filipino. Di ba, ito yung sinasabi nila, TLC, ang tender loving care ng mga Filipinos, the Filipino touch.
Correct. Last question, Doctora. How would you define success? Given your background, given your experiences na pagdaanan,
Yes.
define success.
So, parang Miss Universe question yan na. Sa akin, you don't need to be rich to be called successful. Sa akin, having given good service sa family mo, sa ating kabayan, sa ating Panginoon, that's what I call success. Kasi everything will just, ang lahat ng bagay sa mundo, it will just be gone. But ito yung treasure natin sa lupa, mawawala din yan. But laying up your treasure in heaven, that's your greatest success in life.
It's really beautiful, Doctora. Everyone, mga ka-global, that's the inspiring story of Doctora Ruth Fermalino. Dito sa The Global Filipino Magazine, we continuously share inspiring stories of our ka-global here in the United Arab Emirates. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much.